You hear that sound? That's the sound of anticipation. It's your one last moment to catch your breath before you put it all on the line. It's time to face your fears, driver, because once you roll off that pit lane, there's no going back. And just remember to keep your foot in it, because it's time to cut to the chase. Welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway, the cut to the chase race for the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series. This is the most feared racetrack of all of these drivers, and we got 34 of them getting ready to take on these 33-degree banks here in Talladega, Alabama. It's sure to be a good one here because we've gone 7 races so far. This is the 8th and final race of the regular season. And here's a look at the points after the race in West Wave. William Byron is your points leader, but down to the cut line is McDonald versus Hamlin by 2 points to see who can make it into the chase of the Miscraft Cup Series. And let's go and take a look at those drivers that are in the hunt for the championship this season. William Byron is the points leader. He's 27 points above the cut line. He starts 17th today. He just needs to be able to survive and get a decent finish to make it into the chase. Then there's Bubba Wallace, your Daytona 500 winner. He starts inside the top 8 in points, but he's 6th right now, only 9 to the cut line. He's good at these super speedways, and he'll have to be super good here today to keep that spot. Then there's Joey Logano, 7th in the standings. He's one of the drivers who most fears this racetrack because he was injured here in a last lap crash in season number 4. He's looking to try to rally back and get into the chase here today. Then there's your season 6 winner here, Denny Hamlin, first guy out, 2 points below. He starts 5th here today, a strong contender. Can he make his way into the top 8? And then there's going to be that 8 of Kyle Busch, one of the toughest drivers all season long. Just had a couple of misfortunes here recently that has put him below the cut line by 4 points. Will he be able to make it back in and challenge for a championship? We'll have to wait and see for this 12-lap event here in Talladega. And there's a few guys being sent to the tail end of the field like Nemechek, Allmendinger, and the big one, Martin Truex Jr. He is up at the top of the standings, or at least near the top, and he's going to have to rally back to the front if he wants a chance at the championship. All right, here's your starting lineup. Nemechek and Allmendinger round out the field. Then you got Martin Truex Jr. and Corey LaJoie. Brad Keselowski and Austin Dillon back there in row 14. Then it's Daniel Suarez and Carson Hocevar. Then you have Eric Jones and Ryan Preece in row 12. Ahead of them is going to be the 38 of Todd Gilliland and the 4 of Josh Berry. Then you have Tyler McDonald, the first guy in, and then it's Harrison Burton. And Ryan Blaney, your 2-time Miscraft Cup Series champion, and Ty Gibbs. Then it's Christopher Bell and Ross Chastain. Then you have Blake Garrica and Chase Briscoe. Then you have Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. And here is now your top 10. It's Tyler Reddick for 23XI Racing. And you have Noah Gragson in the 10 for Stuart Haas Racing in their final season. Then it's Bubba Wallace for the second of the 23XI car, starts 8th. Then Joey Logano starts 7th here today for Team Penske. Michael McDowell, strong super speed racer, starts 6th. Then it's Denny Hamlin in 5th. Austin Cindric starts 4th here today. Then in 3rd, it's going to be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for JTG Doherty Racing. Then your front row is going to be Alex Bowman, the Hendrick machine, with Chris Buescher rounding out and leading us to the green flag here today. Take a look at the track info here before we get these cars rolling. It's a 2.6-mile monster, 33-degree banking. And the last winner here was Ryan Blaney in season number 7 before he went on to try and get himself his 2nd title in wrecking in Kansas that year. Anyways, let's go ahead and get these cars rolling off here in Talladega. It's time. No going back now. The cars are fired up, and we're rolling off here at Talladega. It's sure to be a good one here today because we have an aerodynamics and power upgrade to these race cars. 750 horses under the hoods of these machines here today, and a shortened rear spoiler is going to bring down that drag. So that means that we can start building some lines here in Talladega. Let's race 3 and 4 wide around for 12 laps of 34 cars. It's time to cut to the chase here in Talladega. And Chris Buescher will be the one to put the pedal to the metal first. Green flag is in the air here in Talladega. Off the banking at turn number 2 down the Alabama Superspeedway for the first time today. 3-car single foul. Now Hamlin jumps to the outside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for 2nd. Side by side, Buescher comes up to block. Here comes Hamlin to the inside. He'll try to take the lead and lead the first lap of the race. Bowman already making a daring move. 3 on the outside. He finally got those troops rallied up top. And your pole sitter, Chris Buescher, just begins to plummet through the middle. Down the back, they are side by side for third, looking for second now. Here comes Alex Bowman to the outside. Oh man, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. threw a block. They are now 4 wide to the tri-oval at Talladega. Here comes those Toyotas through the middle, 3 wide in the back. Oh, there goes McDonald to the outside wall. Bowman got turned around. A massive, massive impact off the bank. It got turn number 2, and they're wadding it up, and 2 cars go spinning. Oh man, Alex Bowman escaped the fray, but McDonald will not be so lucky. You see Alex Bowman pulling into his pit stall there. Tough lick on the backstretch. What happened here? Oh man, this was a push gone wrong from Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And that sent the 48 car down into the right rear quarter panel of the 74. Sent that car pirouetting hard to the outside retaining wall. A tough hit will eliminate this driver from the chase contention. Man, he's right there on the rollback, heading now to the garage. And we're going to get ready for the choose cone here in Talladega for the first time today. Hamlin goes to the inside with his driver, Bubba Wallace, and now 2 other Toyotas going to follow to the inside there. And McDonald is cut from the chase, will not make it into the final 8. And if you want to head on down and get you some DIECAST t-shirts or any shirts or anything as well, you can go on down to circuitdiecast.com and use the code NMCS Racing at checkout for discounted shipping. Now 5 laps out of 12 on the board here in Talladega. It's going to get crazy here as we come down towards the end of this race. And we're going to cut to the chase here soon. Green flag's back in the air for Denny Hamlin. Logano misses a shift or something. And now they are 3 wide before they even get to the start-finish line. Kyle Busch leaves that outside lane now, but he's got 4 Toyotas in front of him on the inside. Let's take a look at this replay here as they came to the restart. Logano spins the tires or something off the front bumper of the 8 of Kyle Busch. It stacks up that entire outside lane. And now you see on the left side of your screen, here is the cut to the chase. Elliott is out in front by 2 points over Kyle Busch as they jockey down the back straight. Kyle Busch in the middle there you see, has Bubba Wallace now on the top side 3 wide. He's now side by side with his teammate Tyler Reddick. Middle contact there in the tri-oval. They keep those cars straight as Denny Hamlin continues to lead. 6 laps to go in Talladega. There's Eric Jones diving down to the inside, leaving the 10 of Newark Dixon have to fall back to chase Elliott. Here comes the 20 of the 23 cars. They see the energy. Now they're 3 wide for 4th. Cedric through the middle, now 3rd. Now he's battling for 2nd on the outside of Tyler Reddick. Down to turn number 1, a move from Cedric, but Denny Hamlin blocks all the way to the penthouse. They're now 4 wide up behind the race leader. Here comes Eric Jones through the middle. Oh, Truex gets turned, but no, he saves it under turn number 3. What a save by Truex. And now Eric Jones is fighting for the lead. Unbelievable racing here in Talladega. They are somehow keeping these cars straight here on this 2.6 mile monster. And down the back straightaway though, Denny Hamlin showing some muscle, showing these cars, these drivers, he belongs to the Miscraft Cup Series Chase. And now, looking topside, 3 wide, here comes a battle from the Ford cam. It's Logano and Keselowski looking for room. Here they come to the outside of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin cannot block that one. And out for turn 2, looks like Briscoe's off the pace. Down the back, Hamlin fights back on Logano. 3 wide for 2nd now. Look, Keselowski to the outside for position. Man, you cannot breathe for a moment here in Talladega. Keselowski back to the top side. Chastain through the middle, 3 wide through the middle there for Chastain. And another move from Keselowski to the inside of Hamlin. Down the backstretch, 2 laps to go. Briscoe on pit road. He's out of this one. Hamlin to the inside. No, excuse me, that's the outside lane into turn number 3. He's led every single lap of this race so far. Can he lead one more into the tri-oval? They see the white flag and Talladega, they're sideways. Will they make it back? Post far down to the pitch on the top side. Hamlin blocks. Onto the backstretch for the final time. There's smoke. Hamlin's gone. He's on his roof and tumbling in the grass at turn 3. Caution is out. Driver 77 is in the lead. Carson Hocevar will be the winner. Race is over in Talladega. You see Blaney's got some problems as well. Lots of cars limping to the checkered flag in Talladega, but not Denny Hamlin. He's cut from the chase after leading 11 laps. There's Bubba Wallace involved in this one as well. Oh man, Larson and McDowell also littered off turn number 2. It looks like there was more to the melee than just Hamlin, Nemechek, and Keselowski. Let's take a look here off the front bumper of Hocevar. Hamlin spins and goes airborne. Oh man, and a huge tumble into turn 3 there. And here's a look at the big crash back behind them. It looks like Stenhouse tried to slow down for the wreck, and Blaney just turned him into the field here. Collecting Logano, Byron, you see Jones involved, Priest, Burton. See it again here. Looks like Nemechek also went over behind Denny Hamlin. Oh man, as soon as he hit that grass, it dug in and tumbled the car once again. Man, what a hard crash for Denny Hamlin. Oh, so close to glory here in Talladega once again. But he's going to end this one on the rollback as Carson Hocevar does some burnouts on the front stretch. First career win for him, upsetting these drivers here, coming out of nowhere, leading not but the last lap of this race. Here's the top 10 of the finishing order from this exhilarating race. Only one caution leading up to the last lap of this one. And man, what a crazy final 10 drivers here, or top 10 drivers here, that is. A lot of guys we hadn't talked about all day, like Allmendinger, Dillon. You see Ross Chastain, one of those Chase hopefuls here, makes it in. And Josh Berry finishes second. He was your LA winner. And Carson Hocevar winning here in Talladega. First time for him. And let's take a look at those standings here. Man, it's an interesting look here. Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, and Josh Berry will be the 8 drivers racing for a championship. You see, there was a tie at the cut line between Josh Berry and Christopher Bell, and NMCS officials were giving the tiebreaker to Josh Berry because of his one win at the Los Angeles Raceway back in race number 2 in the season versus Christopher Bell's 0 wins on the season. Can you believe it? It all comes down to a tie here in Talladega after 12 laps of insanity, after 8 races of regular season action. It all comes down to Talladega's final lap crash where Josh Berry wins a tiebreaker by finishing second. Man, just one position makes a huge difference, and we see it here today. And you see there at the bottom, Denny Hamlin led 11 out of 12 laps here today at Talladega Superspeedway, only to come home in the 25th position. He and John Hunter Nemechek taking a tumble in the back straightaway. And you see McDonald there finishing 34th last of all drivers here today. And here it is. Here's your 8 drivers. These guys are going to be the ones facing the trophy here, starting next race at the Miscraft Racing Complex Road Course. That's right, we're starting it off crazy in the hometown of the Miscraft Cup Series. And those 8 drivers, are going to be fighting tooth and nail to figure out who can hoist the trophy after the next 4 races of competition here in the Miscraft Cup Series. Congratulations to Carson Hocevar and all of his fans for winning here today at the scariest racetrack on the circuit. And we're going to start off the first round, the first three races, to find out who the final 4 will be to go into that final race at Darlington to end out this season. You can leave your picks in the comments below who you think is going to win this championship. We've got only 8 to choose from now, and it's only going to get crazier from here with the rivalries and the action. This is the Miscraft Cup Series, and until then, we'll see you next time.